Most people don't think about their chair until their back starts screaming at them halfway through the afternoon. That is usually when the hunt for a better seat cushion begins. This one from Purple is interesting because it skips the thick, bulky foam approach that makes you feel like you are sitting on a booster seat. Instead, it uses that signature GelFlex grid pattern. If you have ever seen their mattresses, you know the vibe. It is this squishy, hyperelastic material that feels almost like a honeycomb. When you press into it, it doesn't just sink, it pushes back in a way that feels supportive rather than mushy. The biggest win here is the profile. At just over an inch thick, it is incredibly low profile. You can toss it into a backpack or a carry-on bag without it taking up half your luggage space. That makes it a genuine contender for airplane seats or those stiff, plastic chairs you find in waiting rooms or cramped office setups. What stands out is how it handles heat. Because the grid is essentially a series of open channels, air actually moves through the thing. It is not going to turn your chair into an air conditioner, but it definitely avoids that swampy, trapped heat feeling you get with standard memory foam. The bottom has this grippy, anti-slip texture that actually works, so you are not constantly sliding around every time you shift your weight. It stays put, which is a small detail that makes a massive difference when you are trying to focus on work. Now, there's a trade-off for that slim design. If someone is looking for a massive amount of lift or a thick, cloud-like experience, this might feel a bit too firm. It is designed for pressure relief and alignment, not for feeling like you are sitting on a giant marshmallow. It is a subtle support, not a dramatic transformation. Also, while the cover is easy to pull off and throw in the wash, the grid itself is a bit of a dust magnet if you leave it uncovered for too long, so keep that cover on. It is a bit of a niche piece of gear, but for anyone who spends hours glued to a desk or stuck in a middle seat on a cross-country flight, it is a surprisingly effective way to keep the fatigue at bay. It is not going to fix a bad chair entirely, but it makes the experience of sitting in one significantly more tolerable. It is one of those things that you don't realize you need until you have it, and then suddenly, you find yourself moving it from the car to the office and back again, because you just don't want to sit without it. It is simple, it is effective, and it does exactly what it claims to do without any unnecessary fluff.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.